Imagine stepping into a hotel after a long day of traveling. Your body tired from the journey, your mind already craving a moment of peace. The instant you cross the threshold, you're greeted by a warm smile from the front desk staff, and in that simple gesture, the weight of travel begins to lift. The lobby is bathed in soft, welcoming light, and a gentle hum of conversation surrounds you, like a quiet melody that nudges you to slow down and just breathe. It's a space that feels intentionally designed to cradle you in calm, a pause from the rush of airports, taxis, and crowded streets. You might not realize it at first, but there are small, subtle ways that hotels reward guests who bring patience, grace, and a little charm to their stay. Room upgrades, thoughtful touches, and little surprises often sit quietly in the background, waiting for those who understand how to notice and ask politely. Hotels rarely advertise these perks. They are gifts for those who approach the experience with awareness, kindness, and genuine respect. Here's something to carry with you as you imagine this moment. Travelers who arrive with calm intention, who greet the staff with a friendly smile, and who handle the check-in process with patience, often find themselves treated to experiences others might never see. It's not about demanding extras or asserting entitlement. It's about presence, attitude, and the quiet energy you bring into the space. That gentle, composed demeanor, the way you move, speak, and even breathe, signals to the staff that you will appreciate and respect any comfort they might offer. Every small courtesy you extend, from a simple hello to a warm thank you, creates ripples that can turn a routine check-in into something unexpectedly delightful. Think about how different this feels compared to a hurried arrival, when guests rush through the doors, juggling bags and phones, anxious to get to their rooms. In contrast, taking a few extra moments to pause, observe, and interact thoughtfully can make a significant difference. It's in the way you carry yourselves, the tone of your voice, the patience in your eyes, and the genuine warmth behind your smile. When the front desk agent sees someone who embodies calm and kindness, they are naturally inclined to help, to offer guidance, and sometimes even to provide a complimentary upgrade if available. These small gestures might include a room with a better view, a little extra space to stretch, or even a thoughtful welcome gift that wasn't originally promised. The magic of these moments isn't luck, it's intentional. It's about understanding that hotels are spaces designed for comfort, and that staff are more willing to extend special attention to guests who respect their role, approach them warmly, and maintain a sense of patience. When you check in with this mindset, you not only set the tone for your own stay, but also create a positive interaction that can make the entire experience more memorable. Picture yourself arriving at the counter, your travel-weary body still relaxed, smiling gently as you present your reservation. You might say something as simple as, "I'm excited to be here. Are there any rooms with a little extra space or a nice view available today?" Your words are calm, friendly, and hopeful, never pushy, yet they quietly open the door to possibilities that wouldn't exist otherwise. Even if the answer is no, you've already left a positive impression. The staff remembers the way you treated them, the sincerity in your tone, and the patience you carried into the interaction. That energy often follows you through the rest of your stay, influencing small touches along the way, from thoughtful greetings to little unexpected comforts. It's a reminder that travel isn't just about the destinations, the luggage, or the schedules. It's about the moments of human connection, the kindness exchanged, and the care you bring into each space. When you approach a hotel check-in with genuine warmth, awareness, and a gentle presence, the experience transforms. What might have been a simple transactional moment becomes a doorway to unexpected comfort, subtle luxury, and the quiet joy of being seen and appreciated. By carrying patience, charm, and attentiveness with you, you give yourself the opportunity to notice those hidden touches and small comforts that make travel truly special. Every smile you share, every courteous word you speak, every moment of calm you embody can turn a simple check-in into a memorable, welcoming experience that sets the tone for your entire stay. It's a reminder that kindness, presence, and patience are often the keys to unlocking moments of unexpected delight, even in places you might least expect. Travelers like Robert and Susan, a retired couple from Boston, experienced the subtle joys of thoughtful travel firsthand. They arrived at the hotel on a calm midweek morning, just after the rush of guests checking out and new arrivals moving through the lobby. They carried only a single, neatly packed bag, light and easy to handle, which already set a relaxed tone for the moment. As they approached the front desk, their warm smiles and gentle, unhurried manner naturally drew the attention of the staff. "We're really excited to be here," Susan said, her voice soft but filled with genuine enthusiasm. The agent took a moment to glance over their reservation, then paused, as if weighing the possibilities for a small gesture that could turn a regular check-in into something unexpectedly special. After a brief, thoughtful pause, the agent leaned in and asked, "Would you like me to see if any rooms with a little extra space are available today?" That simple, quiet question opened the door to an experience Robert and Susan would remember. Within minutes, they were being guided to a suite that featured a balcony with sweeping views of the city skyline. It wasn't a grand extravagance, but the extra space, the light streaming through the windows, and the small touches in the room immediately made their stay feel more luxurious. What made this moment truly remarkable wasn't just the upgrade itself, but the combination of their patient, respectful approach and the staff's willingness to notice and respond to it. Their calm presence, friendly tone, and the genuine warmth in their interaction created a space for kindness to flow naturally, transforming a standard check-in into a moment of unexpected delight. Timing played a big role in their experience. Arriving when the hotel was less busy, particularly midweek and during the quieter hours of the morning, significantly increased the chances of availability for complimentary upgrades or thoughtful perks. Being organized, with identification and reservation details ready, further communicated to the staff that Robert and Susan were considerate guests who would value and respect any additional comfort offered. Their preparation, combined with a calm and welcoming demeanor, made it easy for the agent to respond positively without hesitation. Appearance also played a subtle but important role. Neither Robert nor Susan dressed formally, but they chose neat, composed outfits that reflected care and attention. Soft, neutral tones, a scarf draped elegantly, and a polished jacket sent a quiet, unspoken message that they would treat their surroundings thoughtfully. Hotels want their premium rooms to maintain a serene and welcoming atmosphere, and calm, considerate guests naturally fit that image. When staff observe guests who embody patience, kindness, and respect, they are often inspired to offer small gestures or upgrades that enhance the overall experience. This story highlights how simple choices, gentle interactions, and thoughtful preparation can open doors that might otherwise remain closed to hurried or distracted guests. The combination of timing, demeanor, and presentation creates opportunities for comfort and subtle luxury that transform a routine hotel stay into something quietly extraordinary. Robert and Susan's experience is a reminder that being calm, kind, and prepared often matters far more than luck, and that these qualities can unlock experiences that make travel feel both effortless and deeply rewarding. Imagine this. You've checked in online before your arrival, and now you step into the hotel lobby carrying a sense of calm, your posture relaxed, and a gentle smile on your face. The space is warm and inviting, with soft lighting that makes the polished floors and comfortable seating feel like a quiet pause in the middle of a busy day. Approaching the front desk, you speak softly but clearly. "Are there any rooms available with a view or a little extra space today?" The words themselves are simple, but your tone conveys patience, friendliness, and genuine interest rather than urgency or demand. Even if the answer comes back as no, your approach leaves a lasting impression on the staff. People behind the desk remember guests who carry themselves with composure and kindness, and they are more inclined to respond positively when opportunity arises. On the days when timing, circumstance, and attitude align, this gentle approach can lead to small but meaningful upgrades. Perhaps you'll be guided to a corner room where sunlight streams through large windows, illuminating a cozy seating area perfectly arranged for reading or relaxing. Maybe a quiet balcony awaits, providing a moment of peace with a view of the city below. Occasionally, staff might leave a small surprise, like a complimentary breakfast delivered to your door, or a thoughtful note welcoming you to the hotel. These little touches, though subtle, transform a simple stay into something unexpectedly memorable. They reward the calm, respectful energy you bring, rather than being a matter of luck or entitlement. Sometimes, the hidden pleasures of a hotel extend beyond the room itself. Lounge areas, terraces, or reading nooks tucked away in quieter corners of the property can offer a sense of serenity that feels almost private. A senior traveler, or anyone who approaches the stay with mindfulness and patience, might discover a secluded spot bathed in soft light where they can sit, relax, or enjoy a book before stepping out to explore the city. These small, quiet spaces are often overlooked by rushed or distracted guests, but they can become treasured moments of calm for those who notice them. Take, for example, Thomas, a retired engineer from Chicago, visiting a boutique hotel to celebrate his wedding anniversary. He arrived to find the lobby calm, sunlit, and inviting. The concierge desk was not busy, which created an ideal environment for a thoughtful interaction. With a sincere smile, Thomas asked gently if there were any available upgrades or rooms with a view. The staff responded with warmth and attention, guiding him to a suite that offered panoramic views of the skyline. Later, a small welcome tray appeared in the room, complete with fresh fruit and a handwritten note from the staff wishing him a happy anniversary. What made Thomas's experience unforgettable wasn't chance or luck. It was the calm intention, respect, and genuine demeanor he brought to the interaction. His patience, the friendly tone of his request, and the appreciation he showed for the staff's efforts created an environment where kindness and attentiveness were reciprocated. Every detail of his check-in and early moments in the hotel reflected a mindful approach to travel, demonstrating how simple gestures and quiet confidence can unlock experiences that go far beyond the ordinary. This story is a reminder that treating each moment with thoughtfulness, grace, and warmth often leads to subtle luxuries that make a stay truly special. The lesson is simple, yet profound. Small acts of mindfulness and kindness can open doors that reservations alone cannot guarantee. Approach each hotel visit with a calm confidence, a patient presence, and a readiness to appreciate the small gestures of service. You'll be surprised at the quiet magic that unfolds when timing, demeanor, and courtesy align. Next time you check into a hotel, pause for a moment before rushing through the desk. Breathe, observe the flow of staff and fellow guests, and approach with a genuine smile. A simple, gentle question can transform an ordinary stay into something quietly extraordinary. And when that door opens to extra comfort, space, or a subtle touch of luxury, it will feel like the reward for the calm and kindness you carried with you.